I greet you again in this series where we are looking at the 4 basic temperaments and how they affect the character of our spouses. We have looked at the giraffe or the phlegmatic temperament. I want to go to the second one that is called melancholy. Remember, I gave it an animal known as an ant. And if you look at phlegmatic and the giraffe, you can be able to see several characteristics of a giraffe that fit the phlegmatic. So I want us to look at the ant. I know at the back of your mind, there are a few things that you know about the ant. Now, an ant partners, they do not find it easily to express affection, even though they could have strong romantic feelings. So these people, they need the right kind of atmosphere in order to open up and express their affection. If you have a marriage partner who is melancholy, or an ant, they seldom initiate the conversation. They will hardly share, especially their inner feelings. Verbally, the emotions are expressed by their faces or their actions. So if you have a partner, or you are about to get married, or you have a fiancé or a girlfriend who has this character of melancholy, the best thing, instead of waiting for them to express their feelings, please, it's better you look at their faces, the facial expression, and also look at their actions. These characters, they may be moody, or sometimes they are withdrawn, and sometimes in situations they might be unwilling to talk about it. The anti-partners, they tend to take comments or remarks personally. They can also be easily offended. And most of the time, they look at the negative side of things. So whenever you tell this partner, let's build, let's do this, they kind like are going to give you the negative side, the demerits, why we should not do it. Anti-partners find decision making difficult, just like they saw in the phlegmatic, and they tend to be frustrated by indecisiveness. They are also hard to discuss serious matters without getting emotionally involved. So if you find your partner that whenever you are discussing issues, they get emotional, they might be melancholy kind of temperament. Trying to defend their position against logical reasoning can be threatening to them. So normally they get hurt by feelings. These marriage partners struggle with weaknesses. However, they are also most gifted of all the 4 temperaments. One of the giftings that they are creative, and they also have an appreciation for beauty and for design. They are usually perfectionists, and they also take care of great detail. Everything they want to do it perfectly, and they also ensure that everything goes to the tiniest of details. These guys are quiet. They are also reserved. And this one will tend to hinder people from discovering their giftings and their abilities that they possess. They normally get discouraged, and this may keep them from persisting until their artistic or their creative work is completed. A good example of an ant person is Moses in the Bible. This is the guy who led the children of Israel from captivity in Egypt. He led them for over 40 years. This guy was very reluctant to take up leadership. Remember, in the case of the burning bush, God talks to him through an angel, and the guy just comes and says, "No, I can't talk." He gives many reasons as to why he should not be able to take. However, once he agreed to obey God in this area, this man was powerfully used by God, even though the weaknesses of his temperament still show throughout all the times. So here, something very important that we are learning about temperament is that it is only God who can change people. If you have a partner and you look at the weaknesses, the ones that I've described, for example, for the melancholy, I talked about they are hard to satisfy. They don't like sociable events. They can be moody. They worry a lot. They are easily angered. They always see negative side of things. They don't like making of decisions. They are critical of self. They are complainers. If you look at all this, you might be losing out on a very good partner. Remember, it is only God who can change them. Just the way Moses was changed of God and used of God, even your partner who has this temperament of melancholy can equally be used of God. We can only be able to pray for them. You can only pray over your partner. You don't have much that you can be able to do. Otherwise, thank you for listening. God bless you.